The biggest threat to Christian nationalism is Jesus. Let me tell you why. And by the way, I mean the real Jesus, not the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus that wants you to be rich. That's a lie. I mean the dark-skinned Jesus that wasn't Christian, who grew up in occupied Palestine. That Jesus is the biggest threat to Christian nationalism because he stood for everything they don't like.
Are you a white person who is fed up with other white people's shit? Because I'm fed up with other white people's shit.
In this video, I'm going to explain to you that Jesus is black and that people of melanated skin tone are the chosen people that the Bible speaks of. And I'm going to give you guys scriptures and all, so stay tuned. I'm going to read the description of Jesus straight out the Bible. Revelation chapter 1 verse 14, it reads, "His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire." So Jesus had hair as wool. Most black people have hair like wool. And then I'm going to keep reading. It says, "And his feet like unto fine brass," and brass is brown, as if they burned in a furnace. Even more confirmation that it was brown. "And his voice as the sound of many waters." How did y'all know that Jesus was melanated? Let's get into the facts of how I and every other melanated person is the chosen people of God. So I'm gonna read Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 21, and it reads, "For the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt. I am black." That person states they are black. But if that wasn't enough, let me read Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. It says, "Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up." Chapter 7 of 2 Samuel verse 24 states, "For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever, and thou Lord art became their God." As you can see, Jesus was black. The Judah tribe that I just mentioned, they were black. God.
Hello brothers and sisters. Now I really hope you're all doing fine from wherever you're watching me from. Now some of the white folks are now very furious with the fact that the truth is coming out. Now they painted the Bible as a white history book, and now the truth is coming out that Jesus was indeed black and the Bible is a black history book. This is not sitting well with the majority of the people who believed that white supremacy is the real definition of everything that exists right now, that everything that rotates around religion must be associated with whiteness. This is now collapsing, and this is now becoming a mess on their side. Let's watch this video, then have a really quick discussion at the end of it. Thank you so much.
Yes, my people. White people, why are you all getting so upset when you hear that Jesus is black? And for 2,000 years, black people have been accepting, most of them have been accepting your lies, that Jesus is white. And they accepted this white Jesus for so many years. But now, it's not a black man that put it out, that showed the paintings, that Jesus is black and the Israelites and whosoever else is black. It's a white man putting his what? A black or a white man. It's not a white man showed us finally that Jesus is white. So why are you all getting so upset and texting and carrying on as if it's black people racist? Is you racist? I curse my own when they are wrong. Martin Luther King tell you that don't condone with the wrongs of your own race. If you watch my videos, look in my profile, I curse my own black people when they are wrong. Because a lot of them are wrong. A lot of them are dready. And some are. Because I'm living it, I've been through it. Yeah. A lot of them betrayed us and keep on betraying us. That's why Africa is taking so long to rise. I have all of those videos in my profile. Because I'm living it here. I see the system. As Nelson Mandela told us, you have black domination as you have white domination. I live it here with my black people, doing a whole host of crap and keep selling us out. They are also in the system doing foolishness. Yeah. Is a white man show that Jesus is black, you know? Because Some of these white people realize that their own ancestors have been fooling them and lying to them for years. And they know that judgment is upon the land. Judgment is going to be upon them for all of the lies that they have told. They have slaved us, put us through so much hell. Lots of white people know that judgment is upon them. So they want to make their way clear, because I said it before, white people are going to help us. Guys, not all white people are bad. A lot of you texting and carrying on, listen man, unapologetically. Eh? You want me to say it again? Unapologetically, I say Jesus is black. And I'm not going to take it back. I've been saying it for many years. So I don't give a damn what you want to say. Yeah. You keep on texting and talking about a crap as if I am afraid to say what I mean, or believe, or know is true. Jesus is black. And we as chosen know that all along. And we're not gonna apologize for what we know is true. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not racist. I love all people. I talk it all the time in my profile. The videos are there. I love all people once they are with me. Once you're working with me, I'm working with you. You really came from the line of Cain. Yeah. That's why you show that most of all, you really came from the line of Cain. Will always have jealousy and envy. If you came from black people, you, white people, you came from us. And if you came from us, all race came from us, then we have to be the founded creator. The King of Kings is black. Mother Nature is black, is a black woman. She's the source. She gave birth to all race. You're telling me about he is Jewish, and he was this, and he was that, and he was that. The Garden of Eden is in Africa. If you read Genesis, it tell you, the river down to the river Nile. Ethiopia. It is right there in Genesis, Ethiopia. Right in when they're talking about the creation of the world and Garden of Eden. Go and read your Bible. That's where mankind was originated from. That's where mankind came from. And that is black people's land. You all came from us. So God has to be black and the goddess has to be black. You're talking about color don't matter. Color matters because why you put everybody, why you taught us that everyone is white. Jesus is white. Mary Magdalene is white. His mother is white. Joseph, white. All of the Israelites, white. Abraham, why you show them in shows that all of them is white if color doesn't matter? If it doesn't matter to you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm not going to apologize for what I say. I say what I say and I'm going to say it again and again and I will say it again and again. Jesus is black and that is it. The truth is out. We're tired of the lies and the foolishness. White people are tired of it too. Lots of them. They know that judgment is upon their heads because of their ancestors. And some of them are trying to make it right.
What's going on, y'all? So Vladimir Putin, he was at a press conference and whatnot, and he released a bunch of images of a bunch of black biblical people, even a black Jesus. So let me get y'all's thoughts on it. It's tripping about the video that I'm posting, but just look at this picture right here. And look at this one. Let's see. You see the nose? It has a big nose. So you know, I'm not being racist now. I'm just saying, man. You know, I'm just talking about features. And then, I mean, you see that one looks kind of like European style. I'm not gonna lie. And then this one right here looks like it is Jesus right here. And I don't know. Now, obviously, I can't give you a for sure answer and tell you, oh, yes, this is Jesus, yada, yada, yada. But one thing that I can say is, as a Muslim, we believe that Moses was a black man. And Jesus, we believe Jesus was a black man too. I mean, when you look at, even when you read certain Bible verses, when it talks about the feet of Jesus Christ were bronze, what does that tell you? So me personally, I have no idea where the hell this person came from. This is not Jesus. This is just a white man with a beard. And one thing I love about Islam is that there's no images of anybody. You don't go and make images of prophets. You don't go and make images of Muhammad. You don't go and make images of Jesus, and you don't make images of nobody. Because if you do that, we're having the same problem we're having right now. Even a painting can't 100% accurately predict what, or even tell future generations this is what that person looked like. Even though the paintings might be detailed, this isn't exactly what the person looked like. So my whole thing is, I've always known that Jesus was colored. I always knew Moses was colored. I mean, the whole message of Jesus was destroyed by Paul when he told the Jews not to obey the Old Testament no more. But Jesus said to obey the Old Testament laws. And whoever tells you not to, they're an enemy. Well, what do y'all think about this, man? Y'all comment down below. Do y'all think Jesus is white, or do y'all think he was colored? Y'all comment down below. Catch y'all next episode.
Would it help black people to believe that Jesus is black?
It'll make it, yeah.
But they have been believing that for a long time, and they only got worse.
White people have to say it. White people have to come out and say, you know what? This was just because every time I see, like, even the people you've interviewed, it's like you see people and they say, well, it doesn't really matter. He's a spirit.
So you think the color of Jesus,
the truth,
will impact black people?
Yeah, the truth.
So if they found out that Jesus was black.
No, if white people came out and said, look, he was black. We had to do it like
black
this.
People would get better?
Yeah, and white people.
But then black people would stop hating whites. They would get married, have their baby, if white people said that.
It all starts with religion, Jesse.
So can y'all start saying that? No problem. Okay, they'll start saying Jesus was black. We see how it works.
That's a start.
When the largest African-American Pentecostal denomination, when that leader stands up and said, I endorse that woman, and the black church votes predominantly for the party that is anti-God. What's going on here?
I was trained as a church historian. I am revolted and disgusted by the son of a man who condemned other folk and then did the same thing himself. I will not be lectured by the great-great-grandsons of white preachers that told black folk slavery was ordained by God and you ought to be happy to be a slave. I will not be lectured and taunted and dismissed by white preachers who refuse to understand my dignity and my culture and only want to recognize me when I emulate them. The black church at its best has always been an institution for liberation of black folk and all folk. Our doors have always been open to anybody who wanted to come in. Our faith has always been about love, about loving folk enough to hold them accountable for their disrespect of God's creation of black folk. I serve a God who created me in God's own image and gave me the right to decide what I would do with my life. I'm grateful that I had a praying mama I'm grateful I had a father who was light-skinned and decided he was going to continue to identify as a black man because his daddy was the only black person in the town he was raised up in upstate New York. Nappy-headed, bronze-skinned Jesus.
Here in North Africa.
Who died on a cross that I can have life more fully. And I will not allow somebody who denies the truth of the matter. He would rather have somebody with 34 felony convictions for an innumerable number of other court cases waiting on him, who has been sued over 4,000 times in his lifetime, who gets off a bus, talks about putting TikTok.
I had Black Jesus.
What? Why did that sound like the whitest possible woman? What'd you say?
I had Black Jesus.
You have Black Jesus? You brought him with you? I hope he's related to you or this is going to go terrible. Do you know him?
Well, he came with me.
I'm sure slave owners used the same excuse. You can't just say it like that. Wait, no, they just came. They came with us. You need to elaborate immediately. What do you mean? Do you guys know each other, right? Yes. Thank God. How do you guys know each other?
He's my adopted boy.
He's your adopted boy. I don't like anything about this. I really don't. I don't like that you purchased him. I don't like that you called him boy. I don't like any part of this. But he is your adopted son. You love him. This is good. Okay. This is a good turning point in the story. Like legally you adopted him?
Well, his mom wouldn't let me.
His mom wouldn't let you, so you stole him. You know this doesn't sound good. He what?
He likes me more.
He likes you more than he likes his mom? I feel like you're making him say this. Where did you meet this young man?
My son's high school.
Your son's high school. So you were at your son's high school and you were like, who's your little friend? The one with a year-round tan. Who is that? You were by the staff? Your whole family? Smart family. You're adorable, but I've seen The Blind Side too many times to know how the story really goes. Bro, what is your name?
Brian.
What is it?
Brian.
Brian? Great to meet you, man. Are you okay? He can talk for himself. Brian, you snap your fingers. I'll get you the fuck out of here, man. I swear to God. I'm here for you, bro. I love your love for him. I do. But you gotta work on your story. This is my son's friend, and we think of him as our own family. Well, that's good. That's a fantastic start. That's literally all the story you have to tell. This is my son's friend. They play baseball together, and we love having him around. Ta-da!
This is the Jesus Christ that almost every Central and Southern American family has in their living room. This is one version of the photo. The other version, he has blue eyes. Clearly, the Bible states that his skin color is completely different, and you would think it's common sense, since that's what the Bible says. However, did you know the man in the picture is Cesar Borja? He was the son of Pope Alexander VI, an inspiration for many of the Jesus Christ paintings. This is an actual painting of Cesar Borja, not him as Jesus Christ. Do you recognize this painting? It's another inspired painting of Cesar Borja as Jesus Christ, painted by Leonardo da Vinci. To add on, Leonardo da Vinci used Cesar Borja as his muse because they were lovers. Rumored to be lovers. After the Sacred Hearts painting of Jesus Christ, this is the Sacred Hearts painting, Pope Alexander VI commissioned that painting and made it the official Jesus Christ painting to be used in all churches, and then he sent out to burn the original paintings of Jesus Christ where his skin was darker. You know, the paintings that actually went with what the Bible's description was of Jesus Christ. So a lot of people from the Black community will sit here and say, we knew this. However, those videos are not intended for you. They're intended for the Latino community. Because here's the thing, in the Latino community, we have extreme colorism because colonizers came and instated that if your skin wasn't light, you weren't pure. And of course, they pushed Cesar Borja's photo as the Jesus Christ photo. And yes, Leonardo da Vinci's photo of Jesus is also inspired by Cesar Borja.
So, hey, Tammy, how are you today? Okay, why is this new news? Well, I'll tell you why it's new news. A lot of people, especially here in the United States of America, still believe that Jesus was a white man with blue eyes and blonde hair. They are still going by paintings that were made hundreds of years ago just to get Northern European people to follow Christianity, to make it more favorable and more attractive to follow. Which is very sad. To change history, to change the facts, and misconstrue because of white man agenda. I think it's important that people realize that Jesus was in fact a man of darker skin color, because a lot of people have lost their lives over the years due to white man agenda. People were maimed, hung, beaten, enslaved. Their rights were taken from them because people were taught that having lighter skin made a person more superior over the other. This is very much new news even now in 2024. Sad but true. And I think it's time to re-educate the masses on facts and not on lies, not on depictions that white men chose to depict for their own agenda. So yes, this is new news to a lot of people. You would be probably surprised at the amount of people who literally do believe Jesus was a white man.
Jesus had to have been black, dark skinned. Not the Jesus they've been showing us for decades and years. That has inbred it and put in my mind since I was a little girl. That image of that white skin being beat. Come on, y'all. Y'all know better than that one. You know better than that one. Start looking up to you. Start embracing yours. Start loving you. Start loving yours. Love other people. You gotta love you too. You're beautiful. Also, they meant to do this to us. That's how brainwashing works. Wake up, my people. We're powerful too. We're beautiful. We are worth all of it that belongs to us.
They changed his name plus his image too. So
They
they
changed his name.
made a whole character.
They made a whole characteristic. Now check this out. They even took away all the antiquity of the ancients and replaced them with European versions. They literally took away all the dark-skinned versions of all the apostles, the artwork, all the antiquity, and replaced it with European fair-skinned counterparts, changing the vision of Yeshua completely and giving him the face of Caesar Augustus. That's the guy that you see with kind of like the brown hair perm. like this. We can even type in Abraham right now on Google, and it would show all these European men. Now, we got to ask ourselves, why is that a problem? It's a problem because why is it popping up so much? When we know that, number one, they wouldn't even be close to European, but number two, they'd be more resembling of African people because everyone from the Fertile Crescent.
Yaakov, Israel, he had 12 sons. Thus, Israel is all 12 tribes, not a Jewish state. Oh, the kingdom of Judah in Judea of the Bible migrated to the kingdom of Judah in Negro land in West Africa. After 70 of the Common Era, until the sons of Japheth employed the Slavic nations to ply their trade of slaving.
On Margaret Sanger's approach to eugenics, right? Eugenics was a movement that was born in the United States under hard doctrines of racism with the intent of eliminating the tribe of Judah in the African-American community in this country. With the intent of eliminating the tribe of Judah in the African-American community in this country. Right, to eliminate them. That's why she formed Planned Parenthood, was specifically to kill African-American, Black Americans. That's why she did it.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Now, I really hope you are all doing fine from wherever you're watching me from now. We've been seeing a lot of white Christians, let me say, coming out to say that they are not going to worship the Black Jesus. Now, let me explain this in details, please. Do not crucify me. Now, over time, the white folks or Europe, the Britain, America, has been explaining things in their own ways. They have been telling the world how they should be doing things. They have been bringing the world order to us. And poor Asians and poor Black people did just believe whatever they were told. And poor white people too. Now, it's just like saying Sir Columbus discovered America. Discovering a country full of people. Because America had Indians by that time. How do you discover such a country? They discovered Africa. They discovered mountains in Africa. They discovered lakes in Africa and they went ahead to name the lakes after their own people. They discovered rivers in Africa. They discovered everything in Africa. An African continent which had people. The same way they discovered a lot about religion. They brought religion to Africa. And today, religion is one of the biggest problems that Africans have. Do not crucify me for this. Let me explain again. Now, when they brought religion to Africans, they made Africans believe that it is religion that is going to solve out their problems. I do believe in the power of the Almighty God and His Son, Jesus Christ. But I do not believe in things that are being done by religious people. I do not believe in some of the things or how religion has been conducted all over the world and specifically in Africa and how it was brought. Now, you've heard about the Bible being a Black history book. That is true because the Bible is centered around some regions in the world. It is centered around some people. When the Bible says that Jesus was olive, and we all know there is only black and the other one. So, and green. And most probably, Jesus was not green. So he was black because there are no green people. Now, later on, things have been told, and you can see from Hollywood movies, you can see how characters have been painted about the characters in the Bible. You can see how they have painted Jesus to be white. And they have brought the mentality of Satan being black, an ugly black man with horns. And that's whatever most of the black people bought into. That's whatever they sold to the black people. Now, later on, we are going to discover that a lot of things are coming out. When Putin was not in good terms with Europe, when Europe was giving Putin sanctions day and night, left, right, and center. What did Putin do to punish them? Putin started coming out with the deep secrets of the world. And the first step Putin did was to show the world that indeed Jesus was black by opening the vaults that has deep secrets. Now, this did not sit well with the majority of the people because they came out to deny the fact that Putin was saying the truth. They came out, trashed everything he said, trashed out every details he did put to the public. But do you know what? Sometimes truth pains. And this is why until today, the truth is not out. Even the black people do not believe that the Bible is a black history book. In fact, majority of the black people did buy the fact that the Bible is a white history book. Now, later on, you're going to realize that most of the white folks were told a lie. And the fact that they believed in the same lie for years is whatever shocks me. They claim to be very intelligent and very wise. How does it come they have never known or questioned the dots or tried to fill in the gaps about the lies they have been told? They were told that Jesus is white. They wanted to place them. And they told them this because they wanted to push them close to Christianity and make themselves close to the Creator. They wanted the proximity to God. They wanted, in a way, that they should not feel guilty. They should feel superior from religion, from economics, from politics, from social, from everything they touched. They wanted it to turn great. The white supremacy mentality could not allow them say otherwise or say the truth about whatever has been happening. Look at them today. They are coming out to raise doubts about the Bible. They are coming out to raise doubts about Jesus Christ, the Son of God. They are coming out to start connecting dots that they have never had for a very long time and telling us how there is a possibility that Jesus didn't exist. Really? But you sold to the world that. You told us. You told the world. Now because he doesn't belong to you. Now because Russia told the world the truth. Now that the people are now finding out the truth about religion and Christianity and the Bible. There are some things you can hide. And as I always say, the truth cannot be hidden for a very long time. In a way, it will just come out. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter when. It is by a matter of time that it's gonna come out. And this is exactly whatever is happening to the white America. It's falling apart. Everything they did hide from the world. Every of whatever things they considered as their strength. In fact, it was easy for the white man to colonize the world by the use of the Bible. Tell me a single place where they criticized slavery. In fact, they praised slavery. They have been praising slavery. And that's whatever really mattered to them. And when it was over, when they had gotten everything they wanted with the world, they left religion to the world. And after leaving religion to the world, they had distorted the information. They had painted some things in their own way, which only pleases them, which only makes them great. They wanted the whole world to know that Jesus was white and religion belongs to the white people. And as we talk today, most people did buy to the lie. And the lie went on being told to generations after generations. The fact that this generation is now knowing the truth, that's where they draw the line. That's when they start ranting online, saying how much they do not want to believe in Jesus anymore. But when things were working out their way, when they had lied to the whole world to believe in them, it was so much okay. hypocrisy to the highest level, even in religion. Now, what else is Russia going to do? Let's sit and wait. Maybe there is much truth coming out. And this is why I do say that in whatever you believe in, be very strong with your faith. We believe in God the Almighty and Jesus Christ, his Son. And let's believe in that. Let no one else come to tell you how much Jesus was white and how much you should believe in them and all those other stories. In fact, we have the history back in 20 BC, in 200 BC. You can trace it back. And you can all see where the whole Bible was staged and where the whole Bible was set, the setting of the Bible. It is nowhere around Europe or America. It is around Africa and the Middle East. And you all know when I say this. And you might be thinking, why did they crucify Jesus back in the Bible? Because he was not one of their own, right? And why should someone who was not one of their own to claim to be a Messiah? These are some of the voices of reasons that we've missed for a very long time. We've been told stories. We've been told they have created their own myths and stories, their own theories about the Bible, about Jesus Christ. That only suits them. But there is the truth behind every lie. And the lie they told the world is now hunting them down. You can see America is collapsing. You can see Europe is collapsing. They are now eating their own. They are now fighting their own. Be very careful. The wrath of God is after every lie you said. Thank you.